and his question was, I keep getting new credit cards and using interest. There is no barakah in my earnings. Are there any prayers or du'as that I can say in order to get rid of that? Obviously, those who deal with interest should not expect any barakah. The Prophet ﷺ promised even those who may see some instant increase and growth in their wealth due to interest-based transaction or dealing or trade, that الربا وإن كثر فعاقبته إلى قل. No matter how much you see, how much growth that you see in one's wealth due to dealing with riba, but by the end or at one point that will decrease, that will be reduced, and he will have no barakah whatsoever in his wealth. And it's a fact. We're not talking about only individuals, we're talking about countries who may see their financial status very superior to other countries, but one moment, at one day, all of that will end up to zero, and there will be a great loss. And I think over the last 2 years, we have seen some countries who have been suffering, and they had to reduce the interest rate, such as in America. The former President Bush, before leaving office, he reduced the interest rate to 0%. And if there is no interest, then this is lawful transaction. So basically, he chose and he adopted the Sharia as a way to exit from this dilemma. He said, also, is there a dua or is there a prayer that I can say in order to get rid of that? Before the dua, before the prayer, there has to be a sincere intention on your part that you're really willing to get rid of that. There has to be a strong will that you intend to avoid that. So when I get a proposal, when I get an offer, even when I get a credit card, which I know that I'm going to use it to borrow money or buy things with loan and end up paying interest, then cut it off with the scissors. Do not keep it with you. Do not borrow money unnecessarily under any circumstances, especially when you know that you have to end up paying interest. Even if you promise yourself that you're going to pay on time and you know that you don't have this habit, try to get rid of it. Because Nabi sallallahu alayhi wasallam gave us the prescription, the best prescription and the most ideal in this regard. They say, فَمَنِ اتَّقَى الشُّبُهَاتِ فَقَدْ اسْتَبْرَأَ لِدِينِهِ وَعِرْضِهِ. We must avoid every doubtful thing, especially when we know that it will lead to haram. Ibn al-Qayyim, may Allah have mercy on him, said that whenever Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala prohibits anything, He also prohibits whatever leads to it. So anything, and that's why one of the means of legislations in the principles of jurisprudence is known as saddu dhara'a, or blocking the means. Try to avoid that completely. Try to reschedule your payment so that you finish them as soon as possible, even if you reduce your spending and get rid of the unnecessary spending until you settle your debt. And you can communicate with the banks that you'll be more than willing to pay, but if you waive the interest or there are some deals like that which we do in the West. I hope you'll be able to do it as well. Brothers and sisters, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala threatens that there will not be barakah. There will not be any gain in the wealth of a person who deals with riba. فَإِن لَمْ تَفْعَلُوا فَأْذَنُوا بِحَرْبٍ مِنَ اللَّهِ ورسوله. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala guide us towards